What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another CSGO edition. We have a 4-game slate tomorrow starting at 11 o'clock a.m. Central Time. I'm excited to get back into another slate, even though we have a slate locking here in a little over an hour. The 2-game slate, so if you haven't got a chance to check out the video on that, it is right over in our FSI channel. You can click subscribe here at the bottom, and then you'll just be notified every time we post something new, which is pretty often, usually daily or more than once a day. So let's hop over to the odds here, and then we will get building right away. Again, I'm typically building for optimal builds or cash builds. So you'll likely always see me tend to go to the favorite side. I think there's, certain instances where you can take a one-off in a close matchup, just if the player is good enough. So we actually do not get the Vitality game on the slate, which makes it a little bit easier not having to worry about Zywoo, but he obviously is a nice lock and load most times. So we have Fnatic against Big. Big coming in as a minus 156 favorite. FaZe minus 500 against Movie Stars. G2 minus 179 against Ents. And then Evil Geniuses coming in at minus 270 against Gen G. So just from a broader perspective, FaZe is going to probably be the most popular cash game plays at minus 500, followed up by Evil Geniuses at minus 270. And then it'll probably be pretty close between G2 and Big. I think people like the recency bias on Big, how well they've been playing, but this matchup will be a little bit more difficult. So let's go into that matchup first. Big being the favored side. Let's get off the captain spot here. Searson getting a little bit more love than he has been recently. So I do like Searson still here at 8,800, a little bit expensive in a really tight matchup, but we know he has the upside to be the best player on the server every time he enters. Zenarte is actually flopped prices with Tabson and a pretty wide gap, a 1K difference. I really like Tabson now a little bit more for 6,800. I think Zenarte is played better recently, but I don't think the difference is $1,000 difference. So Tabson is a really nice value at 6,800 as a slight favorite against Fnatic. On the Fnatic side, Brawlin 9K, too expensive for me here as an underdog. Crims is the one that I do like here as a one-off at 7,000. So Flusha is 7,800, a little bit too expensive. Rich for a value play and an underdog. But here, if I'm using Crims as a one-off, I'm not probably using any big players. So I try to not negatively correlate even in cash as much as possible. G2 coming in as a slight, I'd say slight, and maybe a little bit more than slight favorite against Ents. Kenny S, 6,800. Probably the best value of the slate. 6,800 Kenny S. He was 8,800 today. So just let that sink in. They are a smaller favorite, but no reason to be 6,800. Hunter at 8,400, I think will just he'll still have some ownership, and I still like him for the price. But I mean, 6,800 Kenny S. Give me all of that. On the end side, Alu 8,600 is always viable. Again, the more of a GPP target here for me, just because they are an underdog, and we do have FaZe to pay up for. So let's get to FaZe here. Nico is a lock and load, way too cheap at 9,200. I would lock in the top 3 here: Coldzera, Brokey, and Nico. I think if you needed a punt, you could definitely go down to Rain or Bemis and then just pivot off of Brokey. I think his price is just a little bit in between there, where Coldzera is way too underpriced in this type of matchup, and so is Nico. So obviously start with at least Nico and Coldzera. On the EG, and let's go to EG first. Again, way too cheap. Breeze and Cirque have been playing phenomenal lately. Ethan has actually been playing really well too, so the top 3 are in play here and are pretty underpriced for their odds. On the Gen G side, the automatic, I guess, I like for his price, but I'm probably not going there in cash, with Kenny S being a similar price tag. So if you're starting your build, I would definitely start with Coldzera, Nico, and Kenny S. And then, even looking at players like Cirque and potentially, finishing out Cirque and Breeze and Ethan are all really viable options. So I think the builds will come together really well tomorrow in cash if you're looking to target the favorited side on most of these matchups. it just seems like even the teams you might GPP leverage stack, you're not really getting that big of a discount on. So that's kind of where it makes it harder to even try to leverage that ownership, because, I mean, you are going to get some ownership, but you're not really getting a steal or a discount on playing the underdogs, and then it really makes it difficult to swallow. So again, hopefully this helps build every day. So I'm going to try to get these slates, these posted for every slate that we have. If you're in our Discord channel, you know that I'm posting the odds, posting statistics, posting core plays, anything that you guys want. And our man Eddie is posting League of Legends, Rocket League, Call of Duty. So just get to that Discord channel and you can get all the access to the information that you want. Likely we will have an AFL showdown breakdown available tomorrow. That will lock at Thursday morning at 4:40 a.m. Central. We've had a lot of really nice success on AFL. We have a free Discord channel where we're posting our projections and our core plays there as well. So go find an edge. These niche sports are my favorite thing to do. I still think CSGO is considered a niche to me. We're not piling in the lobbies. I think soccer is getting to be less and less of a niche, just because it's becoming more popular and these prize pools are awesome, which is great because I love playing soccer DFS as well. But I do still think there is quite a bit of an edge here in CSGO and AFL. So go ahead, hit that subscribe button, give it a like, give it a comment. Tell me how stupid my hat looks every time that I wear the same hat, or my hair's too long. I don't really care. Just throw us a comment or a like, and that helps get this video out to everybody in the DFS industry. All right, have a good night.